Good morning, students. Today is Tuesday, September 1st, 2020. We are going to be showing you a quick video on how to do today's assignment. So, of course, log into Schoology, go to your class period. So, now I'm going to go to my materials, as always. I'm going to scroll down to the bottom. Okay, it should be week of August 31st to the September 4th. And then I'm going to click Tuesday, because today is Tuesday. And then number sets day 2. Now, of course, it looks different for me versus how it look for you, but it's all good. So let me switch the screen over. It just loaded, but it loaded in another tab. So I'm gonna bring you over with me. Alrighty then. So you should be able to see the screen. And here, our quote of the day is that there is so much you can let go of without really losing a thing. So I can, and our I can statement is I can organize numbers into their proper sets and subsets. Okay, just a blast from the past. We're gonna go over our vocabulary in class. Remember what sets are. A set is a group of common thing, and a subset is a more specific group of common things. Okay, so like if I had a set at Rayburn or the set of Rayburn, a subset would be the 8th graders, the 7th graders, and the 6th graders. Yesterday, one of our classmates talked about fish being the set and the subset being bass. Somebody else mentioned shoes and a subset being like Under Armour or Nike. Okay. Then we're going to go over and do some new vocabulary, and that is square root. The square root looks like this little check mark here. Okay. But like an extended check mark with a little house or something. But when you see that a square root symbol, you literally should be thinking what number times itself makes the number inside the house. In our example here, we have square root of 4. So when you see square root of 4, you should be thinking what number times itself makes 4. Okay? And the answer is 2. So the square root of 4 is 2. If I saw the square root of 9, I would think the answer is 3 because 3 times 3 makes 9. I saw the square root of 16, the answer would be 4 because 4 times 4 is 16. Okay? Those are perfect squares, but what happens when you have a square root of a number like 5? You get a whole bunch of decimals. Okay, try it on your calculator. But it's important that we know that there are perfect squares and imperfect squares. And that's going to help us with our real number system anchor chart today. We're going to make our anchor chart. So we did this in 7th grade, and we're going to move these, okay, the ones in black to where they should be labeled. Okay, so as an example, this first one here is going to be rational numbers. Oops, sorry, there we go, rational numbers. So I'm going to grab this one and move it all the way to the top. That's where rational numbers belong. Okay. And then you guys, or yesterday, some of us went over and you were able to tell me that the next tier were integers. Okay. Now I want you to come to class and pay attention and learn. So I'm not going to give you all the answers, but I will tell you that that's what we need to do is label our number system chart. If you need help, you can email me or you can Google, of course. And then we need to put our definitions, which are in blue. So rational number is a number that can be written as a fraction. Okay, so I'm gonna grab this one here and put it right next to rational numbers. That's our definition of a rational number. An integer is a positive or negative number that is not a fraction or decimal. Now, some of you are like, oh my God, that is crazy. It literally is just the language of math. It's just a word. Just like if I want to learn Spanish, I have to learn what the word is. So if you tell me, like in Spanish, you could say basura. Okay, I literally need to learn how to say basura, but then I have to learn that it literally means trash. Okay, there's no way around that. That's just learning a language. And now we need to learn the language of math. Okay, don't be intimidated. It's just learning a language. Okay, that is what we're doing today. And then once we have all of our definitions, okay, and our labels done, we are going to go to the next slide and actually practice placing numbers. So here, you'll need to actually place the numbers. All right. So on this slide, we're going to grab and place them accordingly where they belong. Okay. So 9 is a number I can naturally count to, and that's going to go to the center. Now, -2 is a positive or negative number that I can't naturally count to you. Nobody naturally counts to negative numbers. So that's just an integer because it's not a fraction or decimal. Okay. Now, rational numbers, remember, can be written as a fraction or decimal. So I'm going to go ahead and move that over. But it can't be an integer because integers can't be written as a fraction or decimal. So it has to be rational. Now, if you're watching this video, you're like, oh my gosh, these words are nuts. Again, we have to learn the definitions during class, okay? That is how you do the assignment. And we're going to be doing this slide with you. The second slide you're supposed to be able to do by yourself, okay? If you have any questions, be sure to email Ms. King and I. We'll be willing to help you. The biggest thing that's going to make this assignment hard is just learning the definitions, okay? If you have any questions, be sure to let me know or Ms. King know, and we'll be happy to help you. However, if you've gotten this far in the video, I'm doing you a favor right now, and I'm going to go ahead and put the definitions and words for you. Boom. Boom. So, boom. Boom. Okay. Y'all have a great day, and I can't wait to see you in class. If you want further help, you have to show up to class. Take care, guys.